Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Yesterday we had Ritu, who's one of our Indian wrestlers. She's gone pro and she's currently in the Atomweight World Grand Prix Semifinals. Yesterday she was in the weigh-in for the rest for the fighters. So the ones who have missed it will be watching yesterday's weigh-in for all the four lady fighters, and I hope that we'll be able to support our Indian fighter. Let's see how it went.
World Grand Prix Semifinal. First up from the Philippines, Jenilyn Osam.
What a story here. This Filipina comes in on 4 days' notice, replacing Itsuki Arata, who has fallen ill over in Japan. What a moment. She's the Charlie Bucket of this competition.
52.2 kilos for Jenilyn Osam.
She's found the golden ticket. Now she gets to go to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and can she make good tomorrow night?
And her opponent from India, Ritu, the Indian Tigress, Bogart.
There she comes.
The overwhelming support for this young Indian superstar on social media over the last week has been astounding. She has the entire nation behind her, from that most famous family you know from the blockbuster film Dangal.
52.1 kilos for Ritu Bogart.
The Indian Tigers,
Pumps the
amazing.
biceps, flashes the guns, and confidence oozing out of every pore of Ritu Folgart, who flies the Indian flag over her shoulders. Mitch, it's no secret. There was only one guy amongst all of us in our production crew, just one guy, who said at the very beginning, Ritu Folgart's going to win the whole thing. That guy has 2 thumbs, and is pointing to himself right now. Yeah, that guy's me. I'm the only one, Dragon. I'm the only one. And you know what? She's almost there. But Jenilyn is going to give her some problems.
Yeah, she did look good against Mongbo, but Jenilyn Olsen possesses a skill set that is going to give Ritu a lot of problems. Jenilyn Olsen is a high-level striker that's been training out there at Team Lakai, and those submission skills are legit, Michael.
What's higher? What's higher, the striking level of Olsen or the wrestling of Ritu?
From what we've seen so far, I have to go with the wrestling of Ritu. Her pedigree is, it's so far beyond any other grappler that we have here in one championship, because she's just able to do so much. It's also the way that she's incorporated to the mixed martial arts game. She doesn't just shoot blind takedowns. She sets them up very well, and that's going to be a problem.
Okay, we're going to hear from Jenilyn Olsen, the girl with the golden ticket. Let's go down to Dom Lau now with Jenilyn Olsen. In just a moment, we'll get her that alternate spot. As we said at the start of the tournament, Dragon, we'll go on record. We said how important it is. Olsen has one of those alternate spots, and now she is with Dom Lau.
What's going on, Jenilyn? It's good to see you. Welcome back to Singapore. You have been handed such a great opportunity. We're sad to see Itsuki miss out, but obviously you are now in her place in the one Atomweight Grand Prix semi-final. But the question begs, do you feel like the underdog going into this match?
I feel like the underdog here going to this match, but of course I am going to show the world that I can be the best, and I can be a champion in this Grand Prix.
We know that you have the potential. We've seen it before inside the One Championship Circle, and we look forward to seeing it again tomorrow night. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can she possibly do it? Jenilyn Olsen, can she pull off a massive upset? Can she cash in on being the alternate, it would be a miraculous story, Dragon.
Yeah, and she's looked impressive every single time we've seen her. Here she is against Myra Mazar, just putting down a beatdown. There she is, dropping like Bi Nguyen. I really like her striking game.
Good striker.
I'm most impressed with her submission skills. She is able to clamp onto submissions and close your schneid at a moment's notice.
We do say she comes in on 4 days' notice for this contest, but we must stress she was training to fight Jihin Radzawan on this card. So it's not like Jenilyn is out of shape. She is in fight shape and ready to go, as is the wrestling superstar Ritu Folgat, who's now with Dom.
Ritu Folgat, what's going on? It's great to see you again. Now, obviously, big changes happening here in this Grand Prix. A new opponent at such short notice. Has this changed your game plan? Has it changed your mentality at all?
My new opponent, nothing changed my game plan, and I'm just looking forward to tomorrow, and I will show everyone I am the best in this Atomweight category. So wait for tomorrow.
We can't wait for tomorrow. We wish it was tomorrow right now. All the very best of luck to you, Ritu. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, but that tomorrow is already here today.
Supremely confident
And
that she
we
can take
will be
Jenilyn
watching the
Olsen
match tonight.
down. And what does she do when she's down there? Tell the audience about it, Dragon. She's got this particular technique where she opens up her face and pounds away.
Yeah, it's just these takedowns. These takedowns are so hard to stop because she grabs them from unique angles and very unorthodox positions. This is what you're talking about. When she gets on top of you, she starts to beat on you. There she is inside the crucifix where her opponents are basically helpless. She is so good at wrestling, and the way that she's adapted it to mixed martial arts is really impressive.
There's this great viral video going around at the moment on Twitter, on Instagram, etc., of a tiger sitting at the feet of the Indian tigress Ritu Folgat, and as she shoots a takedown, the tiger comes in the opponent and takes the opponent down. But that's exactly what it's like. To get struck on a takedown from Ritu and have her on top of you is like having a ferocious tiger sitting on top of you.
You know, I was really impressed in her Mung Bo match, where Mung Bo was hitting her, hurting her in the first round, had complete control of the first 5. But then, as the match wore on, you start to see Ritu dig deep and really come and show the type of athlete that she really is.
Okay, our second semi-final, Stamp versus Julie Metzababa. Let's go back down to Dom.
And now for the main event of the evening to complete the one atomweight World Grand Prix semifinal from Brazil, Julie Metzababa.
This Brazilian has been poking the bear all week. She has been stirring up Stamp Fairtex, and now she's on the scale.
52.05 kg for Julie
She looks in real good shape.
Julie weighs in at 52.05. She
Complete
came out
fighter.
and said, I don't rate the striking of Stamp Fairtex.
And her opponent from Thailand, Stamp.
The darling of all Muay Thai fans worldwide, Stamp.
Yeah, she's a
A
Muay Thai
social
champion
media
and
sensation,
currently
a
at
former
number 3.
two-sport world champion.
Yeah,
51.95 kg for Stamp.
51.95, the upper weight limit 52.2, both women making it very easily. Once again, Metzababa was talking smack to Stamp, saying her striking, get this, her striking, and Stamp is a former two-sport world striking champion. Metzababa said her striking's overrated. She said Stamp is too slow for mixed martial arts. And Stamp basically said, I'm going to punch her in the face and we'll see how slow I am. I'm going to stamp her all over her face.
Well, the footwork is very interesting because Stamp does have a very stationary stance. She likes to plant herself on her feet and then just start throwing those haymakers at people. Julie has more of a integrated movement. She likes to come in and out and create those angles. So there is a point there.
Mitch, has Metzababa gotten inside the head of Stamp Fairtex?
I don't know if you can get inside the head of an athlete that really has as much experience as Stamp has. You know, she's two-sport world champion. She's been competing in Thailand since she was a small kid.
But she's asking questions about stamping mixed martial arts, not in Muay Thai.
That's true, but competition is there. So she's experienced. She knows how to handle it. And she's used to the trash talking.
Let's see what she says right now. Here's Dom Lau with Julie Metzababa.
Julie, welcome back to Singapore and welcome to the semi-finals of the One Atomweight World Grand Prix. But I want to ask you right now what you have to say to all the people out there who have doubted and are still doubting your ability.
O que você tem a dizer a todo mundo que está indeciso para ver a sua luta hoje, amanhã? Para ver a sua luta, para mostrar o seu trabalho amanhã. Como você está se sentindo para mostrar o seu trabalho amanhã na luta?
Eu estou muito animada para mostrar meu trabalho amanhã. No caso, é mais uma luta de afirmação, porque tem gente que duvida ainda da minha capacidade. Então amanhã eu estou aí para mostrar meu trabalho.
I'm gonna show my job tomorrow. Maybe people don't know me, but I'm gonna put the show off to everybody tomorrow night.
I think whatever happens, I think it's safe to assume it is going to be one hell of a show tomorrow night. Thank you very, very much. Obrigado.
I tell you what, Dragon, I keep my ear close to the ground on Fight Week. And while Stamp does come in the favourite for this one, no doubt, there's a lot of people, the late oil, saying that Julie Metzababa could cause the big upset and could go all the way.
Metzababa did look really good in there against Mei Yamaguchi. Look at this striking. She has a beautiful boxing style. She utilizes close-range weapons well, like the elbow inside that clinch. And she's got a lot of other tools that I don't think she's shown us yet. So it's really going to depend on how she utilizes all those other tools, like the takedowns, like the grappling, because really, Stamp doesn't take people down. Stamp likes to stand and strike. But it's when people try to take Stamp down that Stamp punishes them. So it'll be interesting to see if Julie incorporates some of the grappling and takedowns into this matchup tomorrow.
Okay, let's go back to Dom Lau, who's going to have a chat now with Stamp.
Stamp, it's good to see you. I'm just going to cut straight to the chase and ask you what you're going to do tomorrow night after hearing the words from Julie saying that your striking was overrated.
โอเคสแตมป์ครับยินดีต้อนรับที่ได้กลับมาอีกครั้งหนึ่งคือสแตมป์คิดว่าจะทำอย่างไรกับคุณจูลี่ที่เขาบอกว่ามวยยิงของคุณนะไม่เก่งจริงมันเกินความจริงคุณจะทำอย่างไร
หนูไม่อยากพูดเยอะค่ะแต่วันพรุ่งนี้หนูจะยัดเยียดความพ่ายแพ้ให้กับเขาโดยมวยยืนของหนูเนี่ยค่ะ
I don't want to say too much now but I'm confident and tomorrow night she's definitely going to lose.
Well, I'll tell you something. It's no secret the power behind your punches. Whatever happens tomorrow night, it's going to be very, very interesting. Thank you very much, Stamp. All the best of luck to you tomorrow night. Mitch, Mike, back to you.
Thanks, Dom. You know what was revealing there, Dragon? It wasn't what Stamp said. It was her body language. As soon as Dom asked her the question, Stamp's learning English. And she's improving rapidly. She understood what Dom said without the translator and the roll of the eyes. Straight away, she rolled her eyes and said, as if my striking is overrated.
Well, it's not just her ability to strike, it's her ability to mix things up, especially inside that clinch. She really utilizes the short-range weapons well. Look at these knees, the elbows. There she is, getting it done from distance, too. So it's very, intriguing to watch Stamp's development because her grappling game is rapidly catching up to her superior striking game. And what's most impressive about Stamp is her work rate. She can keep it on you for 3 rounds hard and consistently push that pace. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup that I think is going to really show us a lot of different skill sets.
When I spoke to both ladies earlier this week, and it was a little more of a looser conversation, both did predict they would knock each other out. Here's a look at the bracket again. That amazing story that 2 alternates have found their way through to the semi-final. In Julie Metzababa and Gentleman Olsen. 2 favourites are there in Stamp and Ritu.
Yeah, so that's it, guys. If I could move myself out of the way. That's it. We're going to have... This is a semi-final lineup. And hopefully we should be able to enjoy today's match as well. So... stay tuned and hopefully I should be able to get the match for you guys as well. Take care. Have a good afternoon.